Hi, welcome to my video, Resource Collection 2, the Non-Learning Experiences. In this video, we will share some best practices for the CDA resource collection. We will also share the differences between an infant toddler resource collection and a preschool resource collection. The important thing to remember is the non-learning experiences should be written in your own words. They should be written for the following areas. 1, science and sensory. 2, language and literacy. 3, creative arts. 4, fine motor, which should be an indoor activity. 5, gross motor, which should be an outdoor activity. 6, self-concept. 7, emotional skills and regulation. 8, social skills. And 9, mathematics. What are the differences between an infant, toddler, and preschool resource collection? For resource collection 2, they both require non-total experiences, as mentioned in the previous slide. The main difference is that for this infant, toddler CDA, you must have 3 for young infants, defined as birth to 8 months, 3 for mobile infants, defined as 9 to 17 months, and 3 for toddlers 18 to 35 months, for a total of 9 experiences. For preschool, you should have experiences for ages 3 to 5 for a total of 9 activities, as mentioned in the previous slide. It might look something like this. You will see 3 activities or experiences for young infants. You can write these on any particular subject area that you would like. These are just examples. Next, you'll see that there are 3 activities for mobile infants, and finally 3 for toddlers. Here's an example of the format that will best serve you when writing your resource collections. This will allow your professional development specialist to easily locate the required elements that is expected for this resource collection. You will begin by having a title at the top of the page. In this case, Resource Collection 2-1, Science and Sensory. And then you will repeat that for your other experiences, labeling them correctly. You will follow that header by the title of the activity, the age group it is written for, the goals. Goals are what you hope for the children to accomplish or learn, the materials that you need to prepare the activity and use while doing the activity, the process or teaching strategy. How do you teach this activity? Think of it like this. You're absent for the day and you have a substitute. Write this part very specifically so that substitute will know exactly what that activity should look like, how you want it taught, and how children should use the materials. Finally, you will conclude the collection activity by stating why this activity is developmentally appropriate for the age group it is written for. Sometimes you will need to provide alternatives. In this case, Mirror, Mirror, written for young infants, asks that the baby sit in front of you. An alternative to that would be to place a mirror on the floor in front of an infant who cannot sit, and they can do the activity during tummy time. Sometimes tips are necessary. In this case, The tip is merely reminders of what an adult should be doing, things they can say, and how they can help the activity move along. At other times, you'll need to provide extensions. Perhaps this alphabet parking lot activity written for preschool children is accomplished by most of the children in the classroom. Since it is written specifically for the letter of the alphabet, whether it is lowercase or uppercase, you can extend the activity and have the children match an upper to lowercase letter. At other times, you may want to provide resources and photos. This is especially helpful if you have someone using the activity that is visual. This particular example gives you a video link to YouTube so that they can see the activity in action. This also allows them to see how the activity needs to be set up. Photos are also a big plus in this situation. Sometimes with preschool children, you need to specify a particular age within that age group. For example, all you're required to do is write an activity for ages 3 to 5. But sometimes there's an activity that 4 and 5-year-olds need to work on that would be too difficult for a 3-year-old. And so you would specify that on the age group it is for preschool children, but specifically for 4 to 5-year-olds. At the same time, you may be writing an activity for a 3-year-old that would be too simple for a 4 and 5-year-old. And then you would take the opportunity to note that in your resource collection. So that concludes the resource collection to the 9 learning experiences. I hope you found it helpful.